Hey, Bernice, all the way from Washington State. Janet is on showing love. Always good to see Janet on. Crystal Creations, good evening to you. Juanita is on with us. Good evening, Juanita. Thank you for joining us. E. Joyce Paris is on. Good evening to you. Rashida is on. Good evening. Carrie Early is on. Barbara Kaufman is on early, so good to see you. Cheryl, good evening to you. Georgia, good evening. Good to see you. Barbara Dolores is on. Happy Friday to you. I am doing well. Thank you so much for the opportunity. Dana, hello, good to see you. Jacqueline Grant is on with us. Good evening. Hey, brother Richard Dinkins is on. Good evening to you. Vanessa, hello. Thank you for joining us. Edward Markey is in the house, everybody. So glad to see Edward. And Bernice Lohman is on. Lohman Creative Services. Anything you need done creatively, she does all that. Regina, thank you for joining us as well. And Terry Mobley is on like real early. So good to see Terry Mobley on as well. Gloria is watching from Havelock, North Carolina tonight. Well, we're glad that you're doing okay. Regina, thank you so much for joining us. Miss Loretta, good evening to you. Coach Cassell Bell from Jacksonville, Florida is on with us. Good evening. Angela Kirkland, good to see you. Thank you for joining us today. And of course, the awesome Alderwoman Linda Wilder Bryant from the 3rd District of the City of Savannah is on with us. Always good to have her, and I am blessed to be working with her. And good to see Pastor Deborah Bullock on with us. Good to see you. Sunshine Tammy is on. Hello. Gina, hello. Good to see you. And Denise Roberts is on. Wow. Hot pause. Good to see you. Helen, good evening to you as well. Elliot Simmons, good to see you. Hey, Net, good to see you. Thank you for joining us. Pastor Smalls. Tiffany Smith has joined us. Glad to see you, Tiffany. Thank you for joining us. Jacqueline White is on. Good to see you. Natasha Sloan, the mother of the graduate. Good to see you as well. Good to see you. Camila is on with us as well as Dolores Simmons. Good evening to you. And Dana says it's rainy in Georgia. It's not raining here anymore, I don't think. Hey, Ruel Ferris, it's good to see you as well. And good to see Sean J. Christopher is I don't know, the daddy of the Prince of Hype now, I guess. Good to see Crystal is on time. So I have both Kaufmans on with us. Antoinette, good to see you today. B. Nicole is on with us. And of course, the sensational Sharon Wanda Akins is on. And so we're happy to see her. Camila is on. Gloria Belap, good to see you. Henrietta Jackson, thank you for joining us. Gloria, hello back to you. Joya Dinkins is on, so I have 2 Dinkins and I have 2 Kaufmans on today. So it's get ready to be good. Dana says it's raining in Midtown. Okay, slow drizzle, so it might be heading over here. One thing I love about Savannah is that it could be raining literally on one side of the street and on the other side of the street it's not. Dr. Priscilla Williams, good to see you. Thank you for your text today. Kim King, thank you for joining us. And Alan Westbrook, the representative elect. Good to see you, your honorable elect. And you know what I'm doing today. Helen Bright, good to see you as well. And Nissa is on with us, and we're glad to see her. And Yolanda is taking a short vacation, I'm sure well deserved, in Hilton Head. And so we're glad that you are there. And good to see Dr. Patricia West. Thank you for joining us. And yes, I am rocking orange today, and I will tell you why I am rocking orange. And good to see Mrs. Queen. Renee Queen is on with us, and she will be moving here once we can figure it all out. Good to see Sharon Renee on with us. Thank you for joining us. Also, Dr. Chris Rustin, who serves us well at the Chatham County Health Department, and we got some news, y'all. Our numbers are starting to go back up. We're above 200 again on our index that we don't use anymore. But that's still troubling to me. Our numbers are going up. Interceding, good to see you. Good to see Bunny Bryan. Good to see you, sir. LB3. Pleasure to see you, sir. And good to see Laura Renee from South Central, Pennsylvania. South Central, Pennsylvania. Moselle is here from St. Helena Island. So I'm glad that you are here with us, Moselle. Thank you for joining us. At least you can go to the Coastal Health District website. Dr. Rustin, if you could drop that into the chat. They don't use the Community Transmission Index anymore. I'm not really sure why, but I still watch it. So, but they don't really use that anymore because some things have changed. Hey, Teresa. Hey, good to see you. Elise says her boyfriend is out with COVID. Okay, well, I hope your boyfriend went around with me, though. Lita, good to see you as well. And Pastor Charles P. Roberson Sr. of the Kingdom Life Christian Fellowship, celebrating 32 years in ministry. And want to congratulate you, sir. I was around when you started. I remember your trial sermon. I mean, wow, what a journey. But you have been a blessing to our community. Your ministry is a blessing to our city. So congratulations. I couldn't make it to the event, but congratulations to you and for all you do. Good to see Linda Kelly on as well. And Bunnyware, I did not get the pictures. I wouldn't know where the pictures are at, but I'll look. Sheila Spalding is on from Brunswick, and Helen Bright will be on vacation next Friday visiting Philadelphia. You are not excused. We still expect to see you, Helen. Paula Evans is on with us as well. Lamore, good to see you. Appreciate that. Angie Alfonso, good evening to you. Hope you are doing well and hope you have recovered from the fantastic adventure. Barbara says, well, that's true. Barbara, you're absolutely right. The COVID numbers won't tell the real story. There's too many home testing, which is why they probably don't really deal with that as well. So, so it's really hard now because people get COVID. They don't tell anybody they have COVID. So, just want to let you know that. And I'm sure Buddy took some great pictures, so I can't wait to see them. Lisa Jones is on with us. Good to see you, Lisa. Thank you for joining us. Glad to have you. And glad that you are on with us. Let me see. All right, so Sharon Aikens says the pictures were nice, so I believe her. But when she says the pictures are nice, then the pictures are nice. So let's go ahead, let's get into it. If it's Friday in Savannah, oh, okay. Now Bunnyware sends me the picture. See? She said, oh, they were nice pictures. Thank you. Elise said somebody told you if you test positive, it's good to get PCR tests. Well, absolutely. I mean, those home tests, are not as accurate. So, got to deal with that. Hey, it is Glenda Jones herself. She has stepped into the room. It's always a pleasure to see you, Glenda, and appreciate you for your support and all you do in and around and behind the scenes as well. Julia Bright Dinkins is on, so we have some more Dinkins in the house. I appreciate that. Thank you. And I think we're going to go ahead and we'll get into tonight and what we're going to talk about. I think we're right at about 100, so that's a good number to be at. So if it's Friday in Savannah, and you ain't really trying to be too many places, then you are with me. It is Friday Night Live, and good to see Sadie Campbell on. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Ethel Overstreet, thank you so much for joining us. Um, and here it is, here it is, here it is. I mean, we made it another Friday. Some things you need to know. This is week number 115. 115 weeks. We have been doing this. 115 weeks. What is wrong with you people? 115 weeks. Good to see you. 115 weeks. We've been doing this 807 days. I can't believe it. 115 weeks, 2 days, 2 years, 2 months, 16 days. We have been getting together in one of the longest relationships, situationships, entanglements, love affairs, boo things that we have here in this community. And so I appreciate that. Shouts out to the Beach High School class of 1972. They are 50 years this year. 50 years. And this was during busing when they broke up this class and sent them to all different high schools. And they're back and they're in town and they are turning up for as much as a class of 50 years can do. So I gave them a curfew at 10 o'clock. So Monica Allman is in that class. She has joined us. I saw her. I told her she better be on, and she better turn down by 10 o'clock. So Monica, thank you for joining us. Glad to have you with us. Chastity, good evening to you. Thank you for joining us as well. And Debbie has been kidnapped. This is Erica. Do I want to sell my house? Debbie Williams Walker, Debbie Williams Walker, Debbie Williams Walker, you will get blocked tonight forever. Good to see Gina Yvette, who is being petty as usual. And you know why. So we're gonna leave you alone for that. But anyway, I'm glad to have all of you. Ruth Ann, thank you so much. Yes, I was on NPR with Bill, not All Things Considered, Political Rewind this morning. And so thank you very much. I appreciate that. And Michelle is on with us. She's still negative, but we are glad to have you, Michelle. We hope you are doing better as well. Mardell, I love you too. It's good to see you today. But yes, Elder Erica Harnett is on. So if she's on, that means that the sweetest girl in the world is on. Hey, Maya. So that means Maya is on. So I hope Maya is waving at me because I'm waving at Maya. Yes, yes. Janie Brooks, good to see you, sir. I appreciate that. Tam Reeves, thank you so much as well. Carolyn Smith better not be in Savannah and going to concerts here when she left us. And then, okay, so Erica said that Maya says that she loved me. I love her too. Thank you. And I'm going to talk a little bit about that. I appreciate that, Elise. Good to see Loto on with us as well. I appreciate that. And I appreciate that. I appreciate that. And Gina was just speaking. Nicole, good evening to you. Glad to have you. Good to see my brother Harry Thompson on with us as well. So, first things we want you to do, we want you to like the page. We always want you to like the page. Take a moment, like the page. Second thing we want you to do is share the page. Share the page. We're not selfish with our love here. We share the page. We share the videos. Again, I'm still trying to get to 40,000. We're at like 35,000. I want to get to 40,000 followers on this page, and I believe you can help me get there. Well, the only way you help me get there is you share the page. And you share it so when I do updates, you get to see the updates. As you know, I don't use this page for foolishness. I don't get on this page to tell you what I'm eating. I don't get on this page to go into no back and forth with anybody or to disparage anybody. When I come on here for a reason. And it's to give you information. So want to make sure you have that. Good to see the Honorable Tina Day Broughton. She is a council member in Pensacola, Florida. Good to see you, Councilwoman Broughton, on with us as well. Crystal is there with us already. Crystal is a little ahead. I'm going to get there. Felicia, good to see you as well. Carol is on with us. Good to see you, Carolyn. And they say some new businesses prepping to open. Good. Juanita, thank you for sharing. And y'all already know what to do. We show love, so I'm going ahead and do that. We send love out to our girl Tara. We send out 3 cherry apple, no, yeah, cherry, no, what's it called? Green apple stars, and then we send out the red, I mean, green apple hearts, and then we send out the red heart. That is the special, distinctive Friday night um, Tara Strong thing, and we know that when we do this, we're sending up love and prayers for our girl, and so we appreciate you doing that. Good to see Tony Hill on with us as well as LaMonica Graham. Thank you so much. We appreciate that. Good to see Miss Alvernia on. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. And we'll talk a little bit about some of that. I see the elevator herself. Dr. Katina Pollen is on with us. Thank you so much. I did not see, and this is my picture on Tara's page today, but I will go and I will look. Good to see Carl Rainey. Good to see you, Pastor. Thank you so much for joining us. Yeah, the Green Hearts, they have 4 of them, and so we do 3, and then we show the red heart. That's just special for us. That's what we do here. Andrew Hall Houston, good evening. Thank you for joining us, as well as Greg Coy. Hello. Appreciate all of you doing this and showing love to our girl Tara. We show love. We show love just to show love. You don't have to know Tara. You don't have to know what she's going through. But we do this because we believe that the prayers of people, goodwill people, we know that prayer changes things, changes situations. So hello to Mr. Bill. Good to see you on. And Glenda, yes, we can have lunch whenever you want to. We'll hook it up. And I'm still trying to do my Friday Night Live in person. We got to figure that part out too. So a lot of things. Hope you're sharing. Did you share the page? Yeah, did you share it? You need to share it. Good to see Brenda Curtis, who I love dearly. Thank you so much for all that you do. Thank you for your prayers. Thank you for caring about your boy. I appreciate that. I really do. So a few things to talk about today. First thing is that I'm wearing orange. This is not a coincidence. I'm wearing orange on purpose. Today is Wear Orange Day, and this is what we're doing to deal with issues of gun violence in our country. And so this is nationwide, and we want people to wear it. And for us, if you didn't get it, then you go ahead and do it all weekend long. You can go ahead and you can wear orange. And the reason we're saying is that we want sensible gun laws in our country. I want sensible gun laws in Georgia. And I am not afraid to be able to say that Georgia has some of the weakest gun laws in our country. And our legislature continues to introduce harmful, dangerous legislation, including laws to allow the carrying of guns in sensitive places, and recently the permitless carry legislation. 1,600 people, almost 1,700 people die in Georgia by guns every single year. Almost 1,700 people. And we are 36 in the country for gun law strength. Out of 50 states, we fall number 36. And to me, that's a shame. So, I mean, the fact is, we have a stand your ground law. Although we repealed our citizens arrest law in 2021, stand your ground remains a threat to public safety. So we want to make sure people, that. I mean, the fact is that, we're not doing very well about that. And so I can certainly put that information out there for all of you to see. I am calling for Congress, and I hope that you will as well, to be able to push forward in making sure that things get better and do better. The fact of the matter is, Buffalo should not have happened. As watching these babies in Uvalde, Texas, being buried in custom-made coffins, actually, breaks my heart. And then in Tulsa, a guy walks in and kills his doctor. What kind of crap is that? This could easily be Savannah. And we're not saying, again, We're not saying we're against the Second Amendment, but I don't think kids should have to die in order to protect your right to carry a gun. I think what we're saying very clearly, very succinctly, is that we can do some things. Why can't we do background checks on all gun sales? Background checks on all gun sales. That nobody should be allowed to purchase a gun without first passing a background check. It should make sense. And I think that's something we should do. I mean, that's the first thing. Second thing is that we should have extreme risk laws. So, in many instances of gun violence, there were clear warning signs that the shooter was a threat. And so, extreme risk laws are also called red flag laws. And that is, it creates a way to intervene before warning signs become tragedies. We know that people that are doing these mass shootings are often male and below 25 years of age, and people kind of knew something was kind of wrong with them. It allows immediate family members and law enforcement to show evidence to say this person should not have a gun and to temporarily remove it. That's what we're asking for. We're asking to regulate assault weapons. As you see, assault weapons kill a lot of people fast. What is the need for an assault weapon? They fire faster, and the fact of the matter is that if you don't have a mass, if you don't have assault weapons, even in a mass shooting situation, you have less casualties. With assault weapons, you have already outmanned police. And so I think that 25% of the mass shootings that involved a assault weapon accounted for 25% of all mass shooting deaths and 76% of injuries. So obviously there's something that we can do as it relates to that. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, there's just stuff that we can do. We have to stop saying, that there's nothing that we can do about that as a legislature. I mean, unfortunately, on the state, everybody wants to blame city government. We can't do anything about it because we have a state that says guns should be everywhere. But then, and in Texas, we have our thoughts and prayers, but in the end, you allowed this to happen. Your laws allowed this to happen. Whose kid has to die before we recognize that maybe we should do something? It doesn't make sense. And so, again, we need to raise the age to purchase a gun. Right now, people 18 years old can buy a gun. We should raise this age to say that, hey, you cannot have guns unless you're 21 years of age. It makes sense to me. So I think they're just things that we can do, and I am just really adamant about doing all I can that we should have common sense gun laws. We're not trying to take guns out of nobody's hands. You want to keep your guns, keep all your guns. But the fact of the matter is that, you feel and your heart breaks for your kid. What happens if it's your kid? So, I'm going to get off of this soapbox. Good evening, Tabitha. Well, I think you have to carry. It's called open carry. So if you have a concealed permit, I think you have to get it renewed. But anyway, Ann Allen Westbrook knows all about this stuff, and so I need to get her on to talk to her. So, wow, Miss Monica has joined us as well. So always a pleasure. I just love when Miss Monica gets on. She brings a sanity, sense of peace to everything. She just does. So always a pleasure to see her as well. So, hey, Miss Snowy, good to see you as well. What else? Tia, good evening. Hey, Marjorie, good to see you. Barbara says that domestic violence abusers are 5 times more likely to kill their victims if they have a firearm. You think? Of course. I mean, and the fact is that there are people that you know have violent tendencies. They have a history of violence. There are people out there who have the history of domestic violence, and you're gonna have them let them have a gun. There are people out there with mental illness, and you're gonna let them have a gun. We have to do better, and so I'm wearing orange to help us to do better. Hey, L. Griffin Kennedy, good to see you. Um, and you know, why do you need an AR-15 to kill a deer? I mean, that's a deer. I mean, what are you going to do with it? I mean, you done shot the deer up. So, I mean, we have to know, as Brenda says, she knows the pain. She does know the pain. I mean, when you've lost a child, you know the pain. And you understand, especially at the hands of a gun, you recognize that things have to change. So, folks, we got to do better. And so I am wearing orange today um, because I think we can do better. And so tomorrow, thank you, Glenda, for reminding me. We have the Beating Guns event tomorrow at First African Baptist Church at 1 p.m. First African is at 23 Montgomery Street. It's downtown Savannah in Franklin Square. And that's a Beat Guns event. Wear your orange and come on down there tomorrow at 1 p.m. at First African. Um, so good. Hey, let's see who else. Who else? I see Lakeisha. Good to see you as well, and Helen and Joanne. Good evening to you as well. Um, you know, to be the greatest country on earth, we're also the most dangerous on earth. That we have more mass shootings than all the other countries in the world combined. Again, I don't mind Georgia being the best state in which to do business. I want Georgia to be the safest place to live and the best place to live. Good to see the Honorable Cynthia Elaine Jenkins. She is a councilwoman, the mayor pro tem of Noonan, Georgia, in Coweta County. Good to see you, Councilwoman Jenkins, and congratulations to Deacon and Mrs. Curtis Jenkins on their wedding anniversary as well. So, Sabrina, good to see you as well. Dennis, thank you for joining us as well. So that's why I'm wearing orange. So wear orange. Good to see you, Pastor Hart. Wear orange. It's symbolic, but symbolic means it also spreads awareness and it spreads education. And so, Anne, when you get a chance, I want us to get you on and we need to talk about gun violence because, people feel so bad about it when it happens, but we're not adamant about to make change. And so that's always very troublesome to me. Hey, Danetta, good to see you. Always a pleasure having you on with us. So I've talked about that. Next thing I wanted to talk about was, this week, so we hung the pride flag in City Hall in honor of Pride Month. Pride Month is in commemoration of the Stonewall massacre, or what they call the Stonewall riots, that happened in 1969 in Greenwich Village in New York. These were spontaneous demonstrations by members of the gay community in response to a police raid that was in 1969, in June 1969, at what was known as the Stonewall Inn. And so this was the issue that galvanized the gay community. And so now they have what's called Pride Month. And so Pride Month is the month of June to recognize it. Well, in honor of that and in honor of the fact that I have a task force called Proud Savannah, we hung the pride flag in City Hall. And some folks lost their minds asking about why we were doing that. And some of the comments that I saw were so disappointing, it affirmed the reason why we hung the pride flag. The point of the matter is this, is that Savannah will be a place that accepts people for who they are. We're not asking you to agree with people for what they do. They don't require your agreement. They don't require you to approve of who they love. I'm not anybody's pastor. I'm a mayor. And so I believe that people have the civic opportunity to be able to love who they want to love. And so therefore, we respect them as members of our community. And so therefore, the pride flag hangs in City Hall, where it has not hung before. And we recognize Pride Month along with our LGBTQ community. And so for those of you who are so saved and holy that you are so concerned about what they're doing and not concerned about what you're doing, shame on you. Shame on you. You can't judge anybody. And I'm not going to judge anybody. And we're going to love. If we're going to be the beloved community that we are supposed to be, we're going to love people for who they are. We're not going to judge. I'm not gay, but gay people live here, and we're going to respect them. We're going to respect their contributions to our community, and that's what we're going to do. And so if you're going to be big mad about that, then don't come to City Hall and don't look at it. It's fine. You know, for people who are mad about the Ukrainian flag, then don't come and don't look at it. It's okay. But we're saying that here in Savannah, we are going to accept people for who they are. And in this city, we're going to show love from City Hall through every single neighborhood. Because you know what? People you know are gay. And you may not know they're gay. And they don't want to be who they are because of some of your ignorance. And sometimes it's the church that treat people, you know, the church is supposed to be loving people, or the houses of faith that are supposed to be loving people are the ones condemning people. And I'm just saying, I'm sorry. I'm not anybody's pastor. So, you know, your religious beliefs are yours. And so therefore, you know, but we are going to make sure in this city that people feel comfortable in their homes. And if they're a member of the lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, queer, plus community, I want them to feel the love of their city. And so therefore, the pride flag continues to hang, and it will hang through the end of the month. Okay? And I've heard some stupid stuff. I mean, oh, I was going to hang a Malcolm X flag. What Malcolm X flag? What are you talking about? Or you going to hang the KKK flag? I'm not hanging no KK flag. I mean, you know, it's the stupidest thing, the stupidest things that we say that shows really how ignorant we are. That we have to evolve. The reason why we have all, you know, these crime issues around the country is because of hate. If you show love, love covers a multitude of faults. And so, you know, you might have a kid that's gay, and they're watching what you say. So, all I'm saying, good to see you, Leonard. All I'm saying is, we're going to show the lead in this state, certainly in this region, and we're going to show love. We're going to love. And as a member of the black community, as a member of a community that has faced discrimination, how dare I discriminate on somebody else? I mean, I vaguely remember when we were them people. And now we're going to turn around and say them people? So, Savannah is going to turn the corner. And we are turning the corner. And I have an excellent task force called Proud Savannah. And they are awesome people. And the interesting thing about Proud Savannah, almost different than any of our other task forces, is that in Proud Savannah, they're black, they're white, they're males, they're females, they're tall, they're short. You know, they're from all places in the community. That really just shows you that our community, that community is diverse within our community. And so therefore, you know, we celebrate and we recognize them, and we love them for who they are. And I'm going to love people for who they are. So if people don't like it, fine. You know, they'll be over it in 28 days. So I wanted to talk about that as well. On Monday, we're having a job fair for unions, and I want you to spread the word. We're having a union job fair. We have a task force called Working Savannah, and with Working Savannah, we have in this Working Savannah task force, the goal is that we have good union jobs, and I want to make sure that Savannahans have the opportunity to get into these union jobs, get into these internships, get into these apprenticeships. So the union job fair is on Monday the 6th. It is from 12 to 6 at the Civic Center. So if you know somebody that needs a good career, if you want a good career, you want to get into some of the crafts, if you want to get into plumbing or welding or carpentry or steel or things like movies or stage hands, this is the opportunity for you to do that. So please come on out to the job fair. It's a union job fair, and that is from 12 to 6 on Monday. So thank you for that. Monday, Tuesday, no, not Tuesday, it was Tuesday, I melted down again a little bit. Hey, good to see you, Vanya. Talking about this again. I'm getting more of these things. Here they go. And they're calling me, they're texting me. I'm looking to buy a couple more properties in Savannah as is. My name is Josh. I'm interested in buying your house. I'm interested in buying your house. I can pay you cash for your house as is. This is crazy stuff. This is Lee. I don't know why Lee thinks I'm interested in his family, but he puts a picture of him and his family on here. Cute family. Lee, I want you to buy my house. Look, y'all don't fall for the okie doke. All right? The housing market is hotter than it's ever been before. The money they're offering you for these houses, the reason why they want to make a quick sale, cash, and close on the date you choose, and them paying all the closing costs, the reason why they're doing that is because they know more about the value of your house than you know the value of your house. See, I know the value of my house. So when they call me with this foolishness and I tell them that I want $100,000 more than what I know the value of the house, they don't call back. They are offering you what they believe your house is worth to be able to flip it. That's why the rent is so high. All right? So I want to make sure. Don't follow this stuff up. Hey, Miss Phyllis, good to see you. Thank you for joining us. Don't do this. They are texting me. I don't know how they got my text number. They calling me like we dating or something. They calling my house. We want to, no, do not fall for the okie doke. They know something you don't know. They know the value of your house. You need to know the value of your house. It makes no sense for them to be able to give you cash for half the value of your house, and then you have to turn around and rent somewhere else. Number one, it makes no sense for them to turn around and take the same house you own, pay less on it, and then be able to sell it at a profit. Come on, y'all. We can't be ignorant. We cannot be ignorant, okay? So I want y'all, hey, Tara, good to see you. You're welcome, Patricia. Don't sell your houses. This is called voluntary displacement. When we talk about gentrification and people talk about SCAD, it ain't SCAD, it's us. We're selling our own. We're falling for this mess. Find you a realtor. If you really want to sell your house, and again, in Georgia, you could do what you want to do. But if you really want to sell your house, find you a realtor, a good realtor. I have some great realtors that are on here every Friday night. They'll be more than glad to talk to you. Matter of fact, my realtors in here, drop your number in the chat. Call them. They'll help you ascertain the value of your house and tell you how much money you can get for your house. More importantly, you can use the equity in your home to get a loan on your home to fix up your own home. Wealth has never been in money. And I think that's where we miss the mark. We think that wealth is in money. Wealth has never been in money. Wealth has been in land. And God ain't making any more land. So therefore, you hold on to the land. Now, if they make me a deal with $100,000 more than I know my house is worth, then I might be going and living in a Holiday Inn. But until then, nah, 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 nah. So tell people, tell them don't call you no more. All right. Good to see Reverend Leroy Pollin on as well. So thank you very much. Um, And thank you. That's right. Thank you, Elise, for pointing that out. The city of Savannah has a minor home repair program, and I want to make sure that you all know about it. Um, we will help you. We will help you fix up your house. Now there are restrictions and stuff. We're not renovating your whole house, but if you fall within certain income brackets, we'll help you. And so I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to drop that information there so that you will have it. Want to make sure that you have it. You want to make sure you have it. I'm looking for it. Um, let me see. Let me see. I have it. I know it's in here. Uh, I'm looking. Okay, here it is. Um, let me see. Home repair program. All right, there we go. I'm going to go ahead and drop that in the link so that you all can get that stuff. And here is the information so that you have it. I'll make sure. Tremaine, they coming from my crib. If they pay me enough, they can have it. They can have it. So, all right, I'll put that in the chat. So, information about our free home repair program. I want to make sure you have that. Okay. Um, and then the other thing that has really been um, really stressing me out is um, that in Georgia, and you need to know this, and I've heard from a lot of people who say things like their landlord raised their rent, $500, you know, $500. All right, that is so wrong, but in Georgia it's legal. So, the city can't do anything about that. I think it's wrong. I think it's foul. But people can do it. And hence, we need some common sense renter protection. And I'm hoping Ann Allen Westbrook and Edna Jackson and Derek Mallow and those will help us to push that. The fact is, it's not right that, you have a fixed income and then all of a sudden your landlord says, well, we're raising your rent $500. I mean, I don't think that's right. Good to see Sierra on as well. Um, so I wanted to talk a little bit about that as well. Um, well, Lakeisha, I'm not saying selling it to realtors. What I'm saying is, talk to a realtor about selling your house. If you want to sell your house, um, you should be able to do that. All right. See, Malap Patel is a real estate advisor. He's on here. So talk to people. Don't talk to these investors. They don't care nothing about you. And if they're willing to make a deal, they are not going to make a deal that's going to put them out. So keep that in mind. And Danetta, you're right. Wealth is in land and real estate. All right. Of course, Sabria Scott. Everybody loves Sabria Scott and Scott Realty as well. And then Linda is on as well. Hey, Elizabeth, good to see you. Um, let's see what else. Um, yeah. Tara, I do not know if fence repairs are included. You have to call the number to find out, okay? But I did put that on there so you know. As again, Malap is on here as well. Um, well, Lala, I received my property taxes too, and all my properties went up. That's valuation. That's not. It's not. It's there are two ways. It can go up on taxes or it can go up on valuation. And the fact is that this hot housing market has created where the value of all the homes are going up, and so you pay more taxes because your value has gone up. Valuation. Now, in Chatham County, you have what's called Stevens Day that I was talking about before that you can apply for that maintains your property tax rate. And so hopefully for your home, you invoke your Stevens Day exemption and you are able to maintain your tax rate. So I hope you've done that. Molly Lieberman has finally joined us, so the world is a better place now. Thank you so much. And so we hope that she has one. Hey, Lucille Bacon, thank you so much for joining us. It is good to see you. Um, yeah, I mean, Tara, I come from a place, I come to a place in New York, it's rent control unless you're fixing the property up. I'm not sure it should be that drastic, but on the other, because landlords need to, I mean, I'm a landlord, and so I know people come in, they wreck up my place, and then it costs me so much to be able to um, maintain them. But I mean, I think it should be some guide by which you are able to raise somebody's rent. I just don't think it's right to tell somebody, well, your release ends at the end of June, and you have to pay us $500 more a month. I mean, that's not right. And to me, it's kind of a constructive form of discrimination. I don't think it's right. So just wanted you to know that. So um, what else we have on here? All right. So the house was brand new, and you were advised against doing it at that time. You're going to appeal. Well, Lala, you can appeal. So go ahead and appeal. Make sure you appeal. All right. Um, and again, I mean, we don't. I mean, I think it's kind of crazy to say we don't want the value of our property to go up. I mean, your home is an appreciating asset, and I mean, I remember particularly in some communities here, people's value was going down, and so when value goes down, your asset goes down. So in a way, you want the value to go up. But again, this housing market has really forced properties to be valued more. So that's why it's a good time to sell if you're going to sell, just not to these investors. So make sure that you get a homestead exemption if you are um, in Chatham County. So Lala, I hope that we were able to help you with that. So um, I've been talking about that as well. So we're telling Lala to appeal, and we want you to go ahead and appeal. Um, Two other things I wanted to talk about. We recently approved heating and cooling centers in Savannah. As you know, it's starting to get hot, and we have to take care of people who cannot take care of themselves. And so we are going to have heating and cooling systems. When it's too hot, we're going to have cooling centers around the city for people. And when it gets too cold, we're going to have heating centers around the city. That's something I really, really want to do. And so I'm glad we're moving forward on it. Pamela, 911 is not a city service. So, I mean, I'm sorry, but 911 is a county-wide service. And so, they're short-staffed like everybody else, but you can certainly call your county commissioner. And crime is up. I mean, but crime is up all over the place. So just want to make sure you do that. So I wanted to talk about that, and I think that is it. Um, what do y'all want to talk about? Any questions or anything I could answer? Um, Tell me what's on your mind. And if you have any questions or anything, hey Katrina, thank you for joining us. Um, if there are any questions or anything you want to know, uh, let's go ahead and let's talk about it. What's on your mind? I want to know what's on your mind. Yeah, I'm curious. Yeah. Hey, Barbara Dolores, thank you so much. I love you too. And Tiffany Blake is on with us. Good to see you. Thank you for joining us. So What else? What else? What else is on your mind? What else is on your mind? Um, yes, there will be a list of cooling centers. We'll be using city facilities, and we'll be putting that out. So, yes, we will, and I'll make sure. Of course, I know make sure Friday night folks have it. Um, the other thing is that we finally reached an agreement with the school system, and I'm very grateful to Dr. Ann Levette and Vanessa Kegler. We were able to work out a deal in which 32 city facilities and 30 school facilities will be shared. So we'll be using their stuff, they'll be using our stuff, and that means that citizens get the best bang for their buck um, from all of our stuff. And I mean, that makes sense. I mean, we pay taxes for the city and the schools, so we should be using both facilities. We should not have to build community centers in neighborhoods where there are schools. Schools are the original community centers. So I'm just really grateful we were able to get that worked out. And government work, the people benefit when government works together, and we are working together. So I appreciate Team Savannah and appreciate Team SCCPSS for helping us get that to be happen. Glenda wants to know, why am I so great? God blesses me. God sustains me. God helps me to hold my peace when I should be losing my mind. God gives me comfort when stupid, ignorant stuff is said about me. God blesses me with you and the wonderful people of Savannah and the Friday Night Live who constantly love me, pray for me, and encourage me. I'm so great because y'all are great. And so coming from great people, I have no other choice but to be great. So I hope that's the answer. You all protect me. I have, uh, by and large, an awesome council that's doing great work. And so I'm great because I walk in the shoulders, walk in the paths and stand on the shoulders of people, Glenda, that includes your dad, who I had the pleasure of serving with, Alderman Clifton Jones Jr. from the 5th District. I walk in the footsteps of Floyd Adams and Otis Johnson, Edna Jackson, and even Eddie DeLoach. Um, People like David Jones, people like Roy Jackson. I'm, so let me cry. I get happy. Um, Tam Tam wants to know when Cat Williams will come to the arena. I don't know. But he comes from time to time, so I suspect he'll come back. Lala, I appreciate you too. Elise says, the department that maintains the lanes is supposed to be 15 people, but there are only 3 hired. Maintains the lanes. I don't think that's true, Elise. Um, Now, it may be 15 people, but well, it might be only 3 new people hired. We actually upped the number of people in that department. So, um, Lakeisha, speed bumps on Capitol Street at apartments, kids cross to go play and fix roads. Yes, and so we've put money, significant money in our budgets to be able to fix them. Um, and so we're doing that. Good to see Royce on with us. Richard wants to know how he can find out whether his home is in Savannah or Bloomingdale. With a 31302, you're in Bloomingdale. You're not in Savannah. In Savannah, you would probably be 314. You would be at 314. So I think you're in Bloomingdale. Actually, I don't even think you're in Bloomingdale. It's like you're in Effingham somewhere. But I don't think that. Savannah is not 31302. Michelle, you are such a blessing too, and you make sure you and Mr. Bill get better. At least our lanes need cleaning up in Avondale, and there's a 6-month delay in addressing issues. Well, at least first thing I want you to do is to call 311. Call 311 and get a tracking number. Once you get that tracking number, inbox me the tracking number. We're having the same problem as everybody else. I mean, we have more jobs than we have people. It used to be a time where everybody's looking for a job. No, our unemployment is historically low. In this community, if you want to work, there's a job for you. And so we're just having problems finding people. I'm not trying to pander, but that's the absolute truth. We wish we could find folks working. And so if people want to work, if you have a lazy kid, that's growing in your house and eating up all your food and won't work, we have a job for them. So send them. Um, Brenda says in West Savannah we have shoes every night. You're scared to go sit on your porch or sit in your backyard. You need more police protection or riding around. Brenda, I think we have 2 beats that cover West Savannah, and so they're out there and they're out there riding around. We have to get some of these people off the streets. I've already communicated with our U.S. attorney and our district attorney that we need strong prosecution for people that are pulling triggers. We need to make sure we get them off the streets. Um, you know, the police are making the arrest, but when they're arrested and they come right back out, I mean that's not good for anybody. So, um, you know, we're working on it. Tiffany wants an update on arena parking garage. Well, as you can see, we're coming along. The one attached to the arena is done, and I think we're well over 500 spaces on the arena. So we will keep adding on as we remediate the soil over there. We'll keep adding parking, and so Gwinnett Street is about 3/4 done. And so once that happens, that'll help alleviate some of the issues we have there. Helen, is there a gospel concert? Yes, there is a gospel concert Sunday night featuring Tamala Mann at the arena. So, hey, Jeanette, good to see you. Thank you for joining us. Um, let's see, what else? Hey, Judy Jones. Judy Jones! Good to see you. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for your prayers. I appreciate that. What else? Hey, Shannon McAdams. Shannon McAdams is like a beast of food. Um, you know, she don't look like she can cook. You look at her glamour shot. She don't look like she can cook, but she can cook. And so she has a great business, and we're glad to be able to patronize her. But anyway, um, what else? What else? What else? Hey, Linda Wilder Bryan stands with me, and I stand with Linda Wilder Bryan. And Brenda, I love you and I admire you too for all that you do. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Lala says, folks, trying me makes you want to jump through your computer. Well, don't jump through your computer. Let me tell you something. The funny thing and the interesting thing about it all is that I've learned, you know, that you don't have to go to every fight you're invited to. And the older I get, I find I get invited to a lot of fights. Yeah. Now, if you come for me and I ain't send for you, it's going to be a problem. But my ways of fighting are different now. At one time, it would have been with fists. Now it's with prayers. And now it's with this. And so if you are going to act a donkey, I'm going to watch you. I'm going to get some popcorn and sit there and watch you. And so, you know, I can't talk to young people about avoiding fights and then I get in them. I'm just not going to do that. I mean, you know, again, and let me go on. So that's right. Psalms 91, I appreciate that. Tam still has a BDU, so I might have to get you involved. Um, Lucille, I thank you. I appreciate that. And Erica says, yes. Okay, yes, Erica. Thank you. Mardell, thank you so much. And Harry, thank you so much. Good to see you, Dennis. I appreciate you as well. Um, Pamela says, I fail to be great when I am willing to support the killing of the unborn. All right. So, Pamela, you sent for me, and here I come. I support people's right to choose. What makes America so great is that we have the ability to be able to choose. I cannot bear children. I support a woman's right to choose what she's going to do with her own body. Now, my preference would be to preserve life at all costs. However, I don't have a dog in the race because I don't bear children. And so it amazes me, Paula, that you would sit there and say stuff like that, but then you for the death penalty. I mean, if we're gonna preserve life, then let's preserve life, right? I mean, you choose life. And the great part about that, the key word in this is choice. And so all I'm saying is that, you know, you can't have a bunch of men making decisions on women's bodies. Because I don't want women making choices on men's bodies. Because the women I know, if they're making a choice on men's bodies, there's going to be a lot of snipping going on. And so what I'm saying to you is, I support the unborn, but I also support the born. I support the people who are here. And if a parent is going to bear a child that they don't want, that they're going to mistreat, or is going to be malformed, or that is the product of rape or incest, then I think that that's a choice they would have to make. I support their choice. So don't get me twisted on that. I support their choice. I support your right to choose for you, should you choose to have a baby. That's your business. That's the problem. You all up in other people's stuff. Choose for yourself. If you choose that, then that's fine. Let other people choose for themselves. Now back to your regularly scheduled program. So, what were we talking about? I forgot. What were we talking about before we were so rudely interrupted? I mean, you come with all that craziness, Paula. Come on, man. Come on. You know, why are you dealing with me on this? I can't vote one way or another. So, what's the issue? You like vanilla ice cream. I like cookies and cream. Does that make me bad because I like cookies and cream? No, I have the right to choose. And you have the right to choose. And your choice is what we're talking about. Just like earlier with the whole pride flag. If you choose to love who you want to love, what does that have to do with me? If you choose to love, a man or a woman, if you choose to identify as male or female or neither or both, what business of it is mine? And I think our country would be so much better if we let people just be who they are. Choose who you are. Good to see you, Brent. Thank you for joining us. So I'm just saying, you sit here talking about, I'm supporting people's right to choose. Anyway, back to our regular schedule. Good to see, oh wow, Gabrielle Nelson, the awesome and amazing councilwoman from District 1. She's been everywhere lately. Good to see you, Councilwoman Nelson. Good to see you. Thank you for joining us. But anyway, all right, what were we talking about? Any other questions? Anything else I want to do? At least I agree. Mandatory paid family leave. Laura is right. God gives us free will. There's a permissive will. There's a perfect will. There are things he would like to happen, and then things we do on our own. And there are consequences either way. So let people do what they want to with their body. Because I don't want you telling me what to do with my body. I personally would love if every child was able to grow up and be healthy and be safe. But we know that they don't. And I think the worst thing is for a woman to carry a baby to term that they don't want. Because I believe that what's here translate to there. And you see kids come out messed up. So I'm just saying. Just saying. Anyway, moving on. Good to see Ivy Fair on, and she's believing, so she's behaving, so good to see her. Um, hey, Patricia, I appreciate that as well. Again, I mean, I don't know why it's so hard. I don't know why it's so hard on a federal level for us to talk. I mean, these things are not Democratic or Republican. These are things about the human race. And we make them so political. They don't have to be. Stony! Good to see you, dear. Shia says she's weak. It's about choice. It's about choosing. Carletha, good to see you. Thank you for joining us. So, what else? What else? What else? Well, I mean, she came. I was trying to be nice. I said I don't come to every fight I'm invited to, but I do come to some. And so, that's fine. I love Paula. Paula, I love you. I love you. So I want you to know that. When you come on and all this other sick stuff, it's all right. You motivate me. So I appreciate that. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? Any other questions? Um, Joyce likes chocolate. And Janie says, amen. And Lala says, stay out of folks' closets and bedrooms. Um, and thank you, Patricia. Hey, good to see Dion Rhodes on as well. Tiffany says she chooses to worship. You know what? You choose to worship. It's your choice. And that's the great thing about America. If we respected people's choices, even if they don't affect us, if it's not harming anybody and it's on them, then let us be on them. The older I get, I just let people live. Do you. Do what makes you feel better. Willie, I don't know what you're talking about. I do not know. That's not a city issue. And so you have to stop asking me about that. I don't know. You need to contact the Housing Authority. Sheila, good evening. Thank you, Michelle. Let's see. Debbie, was the Southside Center going to be located? Right now, we're looking at that corner of that land that we accumulated. It's Largo and somewhere, but that's where we're looking at having it. And Tribble Park, we just allocated $2.5 million to fix it. Tribble Park, that's a man-made lake. It was a retention pond of sorts, and it was just caving in. And so, it's going to require $2.5 million. We've allocated the money to get it fixed. So we'll see how it goes. Hey, it's good to see my big brother Slice Kennedy on. Good to see you, sir. Hope you are doing well. Okay, Vanessa says, deepest condolences to Elliot Simmons and family on the passing of his brother Eric Simmons. We send our condolences out to that family, so we'll do that. Thank you, Regina. I appreciate you. And Dana says, mind your own wombs. Right, mind your own wombs, and if you don't have a womb, then you don't have nothing to mind. And Laura's saying that her stream started buffering. Devil's trying to shut me down. Lisa, I appreciate you. Linda, I didn't see any questions about bathrooms. Molly, who do you call about a noisy rooster in the city neighborhood? Dang, I don't know. I don't know. I'll check into that and let you know. Marianne, good to see you as well. And see, all right, Elise. Now, Elise is an atheist. All right. I don't push my religious beliefs on anybody. You will hear me speak about religious matters because I am a spiritual person. But I love Elise, and I mean, she could be an atheist. That's her choice. And I don't disrespect her choice, because it's not affecting me. So, I love Elise as well. Linda said call Chick-fil-A. Hey, LaWanda Tillman, good to see you. You're not too late. And Joycette loves the worship as well. Um, Alicia, good to see you as well. I appreciate that. And so, ladies and gentlemen, it's always been chill. I mean, wow, when you look at this, look at us. Look at us. This is us. 115 weeks and 2 days, 2 years and 2 years, 2 months, 807 days, every single Friday. Um, that is absolutely amazing. And I appreciate you all so much for that. The funny thing about it is, I don't know how we're going to stop. I mean, I can't stop. I mean, I'm going out of town. I'm hopefully going out of the country soon. And wherever I am, I'm like, look, if I can't get on at about 8:30, 9 o'clock on Friday night, I can't go because I got something to do. And they say, I got work to do. I got a job. I got to get to my folks. And so I just appreciate you all. It's always a very challenging week sometimes. And as you know, sometimes things even get more challenging. But we're not deterred. Um, we're not disappointed or discouraged by the actions of others. And Richard, I do want my flashlight. Um, we're not deterred by that. Um, we will let people act in the way that they want to act. But I will tell you this much. I cannot be responsible for all the problems in your life. And I think I'm talking to somebody out there. Um, I cannot. Um, I can't be responsible for everything going wrong in your life. Okay? At some point, you have to look in the mirror and blame the person that you need to blame for your behavior. Um, and it's not me. As a matter of fact, um, I've tried hard not to because I don't go to every fight that um, I'm invited to. Because the older I get, I recognize that my behavior is not for you. I realize that I'm being judged by somebody who not only sees my actions, but also knows my heart. And so, therefore, I don't treat you the way that I would want to treat you because I'm sure that I want to please the one who's watching. And I want to be a good example for those that are depending on me and those who look up to me. Now, one day, I might absolutely lose it. And you see Brooklyn come all the way out. But it's not today. And so we move one day at a time, one moment at a time, 1 second at a time, to do better, to be better, to love more, to hate less, to be more direct, but to be more caring, to be more transparent, and give the best effort. And that's what I try to do every single day. And so um, I sit back and I watch and feel sorry. Um, what? The funeral for Miss Julia Carter's husband will be held tomorrow. What? Her husband died? I did not know that. And both of them come on Friday night. I did not know. Miss Annette, if could you can you text me or inbox me her phone number, please? I did not know. I need to call them, so please um, do that. I did not know that he had passed away, so please um, send me that, please. I would appreciate it. But anyway, um, thank you all so much. Appreciate it. Um, and keep in mind, and this is to Willie. Willie, um, we have a Juneteenth flag, and the Juneteenth flag will hang the week of Juneteenth. We would not hang a Juneteenth flag except when it's Juneteenth. It's like putting up a Christmas tree in the middle of July. You don't do that. So we will put up the Juneteenth flag the week preceding, well, the day preceding Juneteenth, and we'll keep it up for that week. And so I hope that answers your question. But anyway, God bless you all. Have a great night, and I appreciate you all for what you do, and I appreciate you all for holding me down. And again, remember, thank you so much for being Savannah Strong. Have a great night.